Fumbling the Bag off-season continues. This is the free agency period show, I guess, because, like, the draft, the books aren't really giving me what I want to bet the draft at this point. We'll talk about it in this episode, but right now it is free agency frenzy.
That's what I like to call it, too, because people are making moves like crazy. All these teams have done something. Well, most teams have. And it's just, if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss something. Because I missed a lot. Sure. I tried to pay attention, but there's so much going on and happening. But we're going to talk about some of that.
Yeah, it's still happening. And that, maybe this is just a refresher for guys who are just heavily invested like we are. Because some motherfuckers are too invested, and they're like, yeah, I know the third tackle that just got signed today for the Jets. And I'm like, I can give you the baseline, guys. I got names.
Right.
We got names. We got important players, key players. And you only got so much time. So we're going to start it out with the biggest signings. And it starts with the narrative that it's a QB-driven league. So the two biggest quarterbacks are going to be the guys we talk about. The Denver Broncos sacrificing so much money to get rid of Russell Wilson. He goes to the Steelers. And then, of course, Matt Ryan's heir, Kirk Cousins, because I'm not going to count Desmond Ridder as any sort of QB in that time frame.
Right.
And then, he goes and changes a franchise pretty much instantly. Two franchises, if you want to count how screwed Minnesota is at the moment.
They are screwed. I'm wondering what they're going to do about the quarterback situation.
Jimmy G just got released.
Damn it, man. I mean, that name goes again, though. You know what I mean?
Every year.
And it doesn't help the team that gets him, at all. So, but back to Kirk Cousins. I think Atlanta has a little something there. Kirk Cousins, to me, I mean, he's second tier quarterback in my opinion. But he does.
How old is he now? 37, 38?
Is he that? He's not that old, is he?
Been in the league about 13, 14 years at this point, buddy.
Coming off an injury.
Washington Commanders, I want to say, drafted him in 08 or 09.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You got to think he played 4 years with MSU, too, so he's older.
He's older. He came into the league at 22, right?
Yeah, I think that's a big asking price for him.
Well, the question is, though, does he make that team better?
On paper, he does. Correct.
Okay.
Do I think they win the, NFC South? Yeah.
Yeah, we know that division sucks, though, too. So that's not saying too much. But
they could blow it, too, man. They did fire Arthur Smith, though.
Arthur Smith is gone.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
They didn't. The Saints didn't fire Dennis Allen, did they?
I don't believe they did, no.
No,
they probably should have.
It's like the division with the worst coaching, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this division is pretty much up for grabs for me. I think I would have to put Atlanta up there as far as the division, maybe able to win the division. But I think they're going to go. I don't know if they're going to want Kirk to be the savior anyway. I think they're going more with the running attack, but they want a quarterback that is kind of good. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, I couldn't believe they went with Desmond Ridder for 2 years. And
I know, right?
I guess for fantasy football purposes, it definitely makes the Falcons a big target, too. I would say in drafts this year, people are going to be all over Drake London now.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be all over I'm going to be all over Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
Darnell Mooney even going to the Falcons from the Bears, I think, is a decent move as well.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I mean, they have, some personnel there.
Bijan Robinson, of course, got drafted last year. Tyler Algier had a 1,000-yard rushing season 2 years ago. Solid backup.
They got a squad. They have a little bit of a squad.
Might be on his last year of that contract, by the way. It was like 3 for $39. He got a silly deal.
Silly deal, man.
Yeah, at 32 years old. He's an older guy now, too.
Goodness, man.
Good for him. Let's talk about Russell Wilson, though. Going to, possibly the tough... I won't say possibly. Probably the toughest division in football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I would have to agree.
Going back to play with another struggling offensive line. Something the Steelers are probably going to address in this year's draft.
Yeah, they need to.
And then they go and trade Deontay Johnson. So it's like Russell Wilson's going back to square one, man. It's Pat Fryermuth and George Pickens. Fuck it, you better be down there somewhere.
I like to think that they probably will try to address that in the draft as well. Maybe pick up a receiver or two. But I think this is okay for Russ. I think this is okay for Russ and Pittsburgh. And the reason I say that is because he's going to be coached differently than what Sean Payton tried to coach, how he tried to coach Russ.
You don't think it's going to be the same old Russ from last 2 years and maybe from like 4 or 5 years ago, like a slight resurgence, or do you think like?
I think it might be a slight resurgence, man, because the offense is different. Like I said, the coaching is different. I think they're going to go more with a Pittsburgh attack. Historically, you know how Pittsburgh, runs their offense.
Broncos at the same time?
No, I don't believe so. I don't think the Broncos. For one, the Broncos. I don't know. It was something about the Broncos last season that I did not like offensively. It's something that they were doing. I don't know how much, that Sean Payton made the difference on how they performed. Or Russ.
Yeah.
know,
it's just such a weird scenario to me. The Steelers historically have a great defense, but I really don't think Russell Wilson at age, he's also like 36 now.
Yeah, he is.
He's older now, too. I think he'll be slightly better than what he was in Denver. But, man, I think it's just, he'll only be slightly better, but they're going to win 9 games to make the playoffs. Like, if something like that's going to happen.
Well, think about how competitive they were. Last season.
They were competitive with no QB.
That's what I'm saying. You got a kind of a competent, at least, Russell Wilson. You got some things that you can work with.
I think Kenny's better than him. That's the funny fact.
He hasn't proven it yet.
He hasn't
honestly
proven it yet, but I think he's still got. How old is he? 24.
He's a youngin. Yeah.
25.
Yeah, he has time to grow.
Second year, you just hard to project young QB play.
Now, they haven't gotten rid of him.
No.
Though, so
no, they got rid of Mitch. He went to the Bills.
Trubisky, yeah.
Yep.
But so he can learn maybe through Russell's tutelage as well. Because Russell's not going. What was the contract? Was it 2-3 year contract?
Like a 2 year. It was like 2 years. I think 39 guaranteed.
I think it was a good move. I think it was and they're still going to have to
pay off a ton of dead cap. I think $85 million.
That means that they did not want this guy at all. That's it is what it is with that.
Why are the Steelers? Like I said, I think they'll be slightly better, but they're going to be the same old Steelers. That's really my main takeaway from that.
Well, we'll see.
They have a great defense. Guess who they just got? Patrick Queen from the Ravens.
I know. They made some moves,
They still got, fucking dog line Watt.
Yeah, man. And this is what I'm saying. I mean, with a solid defense and a somewhat solid offense,
you can win games.
You can win some games. Now, playoffs is another thing, but Russell has experience in the playoffs as well. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, man. But I thought it was a decent move. And plus, they got him for the cheap. Let's not forget that.
Break a leg, Russ. I'll be rooting for you in the danger.
Literally, don't break a leg.
I don't have the sound bite. I should just only be playing the sound bites. I hope you make a great commercial.
Oh, he will.
He's gonna be on the soundboard of next year.
I know, and that's Russell. But Pittsburgh is not rah like that.
Stop hitting it next year.
He's not playing for the Rams or New York. You know what I mean? So he might have to tone that down a little bit. But
Pittsburgh's like Philly. They're gonna eat him. They fucking hate their own coach.
They do not hate him. No.
They hate Tomlin right now. They want him fired. The consensus out of Pittsburgh is they want Tomlin fired because they just can't break through in the playoffs with bad teams. They haven't had like a competent, good team in 10 years.
They make the playoffs every year. And how many has Tomlin won? Super Bowls.
Just the one.
That one? Okay,
just
with Bus. The Bus, yeah.
And then I believe he lost. No, it wasn't the Bus. That was the Larry Fitzgerald Arizona game.
Yeah, you're right. Because that was
the 101-yard return from Harrison or whatever.
Yeah. That was Bill Cowher that won.
Yeah.
With the Bus. Okay,
yeah.
My mistake, guys.
Yeah, you're thinking, short, they've only been there a couple times, so.
Yeah, true.
And that was still kind of in the period where
when's the last time Dallas has been there, though? I mean, they doing a lot better than Dallas.
What? Who's Dallas signed? Like at this point, I haven't really seen Dallas on my radar.
I can look that up. I don't think they've made too many moves, man. They may have re-signed some people. I think they lost a couple people.
Yeah, they're not. I think on my list, and I think that was what I wanted to lead with. Also, are the teams that are sitting still losing? Because I mean, you have to make moves in free agency, but do you have to make a splash? Do you need to do what the Titans are doing with Awuzie and Calvin Ridley right now?
Yeah,
for a
good
losing
pickups.
Product. Like, they're going to be a losing product on the field.
But what about their quarterback situation?
That's what I mean. But you're sitting on a corner and a wide receiver.
Yeah. Okay. Is Tannehill, what's going on with Tannehill? Is he still there? Because that's going to be the issue.
Will Levis time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what I see it as.
It's not good. And oh, by the way, I went to Dallas's with moves they made. Okay, Eric Kendricks, Jordan Lewis. Yep. That's all they made.
Yeah, they've done shit. That's great. Good for them.
Good old Jerry Jones.
Dude.
Sitting on his fingers and hands.
Every year, man. Every year.
He'll do something stupid, though. Make a big trade and overpay for somebody.
Yeah, Kansas City did make their moves, though. L'Jarius Sneed did get franchise tagged, and Jones got a 5-year, $160 deal.
Good move. Great move, actually.
I don't know. He's going to retire with them. He's going to make them more rich than they already are. I hope my microphone is working good because the waveforms are so quiet. That's all right. I usually talk way too loud anyway, so I bump it up.
So with KC, let's talk about them because they're the Super Bowl winner. You think they're perennial Super Bowl winners? Next season or?
Guess what? They're gonna be there every year until Mahomes retires or breaks his leg.
Or Andy Reid. I think Andy Reid is be cooking stuff up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Reid might have something to do with it.
Andy Reid, I think, wants to go down in history. He wants 2 Super Bowl rings consecutively, basically.
Yeah.
Who was the last team that did that?
Cowboys.
Okay, it wasn't New England?
Oh, it was New England, then it was Cowboys, yeah.
Okay, yeah. See? Yeah. I mean, he'd go down in history if he did something like that. I think he will anyway. But they're going for it. And Mahomes is still hungry.
Yeah. And then 3 in a row, yeah.
Now, have
no
they...
one's done 3 in a row.
No.
No.
You're right.
Yeah, that's something to be scared about. I don't want to see...
Oh, yeah, damn, that's right. That was the second year they won.
Yeah.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
3. Okay, 3.
3-peat, dude.
The 3-peat is real.
No one's done it. That's where we're at. That sucks.
Ooh-wee. They're capable, though.
Oh, man. We have a lot more free agency to talk about, man. There's so many fucking names that went on the move. There's guys that got tagged. We're going to go through it. Oh, man. Danielle Hunter, weird contract. He went to Houston. Houston got better. They also signed Joe Mixon.
Yes.
And, yeah, what's more to say now that they have, like, a good D-line and a running back that's not Devin Singletary, reigning offensive rookie of the year, C.J. Stroud. Tank Dell, great pick.
Yeah.
And then who was their other, Nico Collins went crazy last year, too.
Went bananas, man. They're the best team in Texas. By far.
Yeah, now they are.
They are, man.
Thanks, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, my goodness, man.
The tampering's real, by the way.
I know. I used to love me some Deshaun. But
that's sad.
I was mad that, the Bears didn't pick him up.
Yeah.
In the draft.
Man, let's not just name guys, and we're going to go to all the running backs that have switched teams because this is going to be a mouthful. I really got to think about it. Okay, biggest splash of the offseason so far in the running back market, Saquon Barkley going to the rival, the evil Eagles. He goes for, I believe, $13 million a year, somewhere in that vicinity. They paid for a running back in Philly. How do you feel about that?
It's Saquon, though. I mean, you paid a lot for him. Honestly, though, I don't think that running back was their issue. I think it was
secondary.
The secondary, yeah.
But who else did they get? They got CJJ back.
He's back. He's back in there.
Good for them.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I guess that was solid for them because they needed him.
Yeah, Cox retired.
Yeah.
Kelsey retired. Goodbye.
He
Have
did.
fun podcasting like we are. You'll enjoy it. It's a good hobby.
Now that might be more of an issue.
Yeah, so
because Kelsey retired.
I'm kind of selling on Philly so far.
Okay.
Like we've all known over the years, Barkley's kind of injury prone. I would say in the last 3 years, he's only played one full season.
It's true. Yeah.
And
I like DeAndre Swift, man, over there. Honestly, I mean.
Yeah, and then obviously we can talk about that. Swift then goes to the Bears.
The Bears, yes, yeah.
So now there's no need for Roshan Johnson or whatever.
Right,
they weren't running anyone out there, so they got a real running back now in a familiar division.
Man, if the Bears do not keep Justin Fields, man, I'm just gonna be livid because that would be the stupidest thing in my opinion, that they could do is get rid of him. But they're gonna do what they do, and some of the fan
where do you
base.
think he goes though? Because I've seen betting odds on where he's going. It's gonna be one of the worst 7 teams in football.
Yes, I believe so because right now he's still with the Bears. I thought by now he would be somewhere. So what's the deal? No one wants this guy or what? Or the Bears asking too much?
Probably asking for a first-round pick or something stupid.
At this point, man, listen, if they got a first-round pick, they just get rid of the guy. I mean, get you two second rounds. It doesn't matter.
They have the number 1 and 9 pick.
Exactly.
And they've, and that's my thing with the Bears. I'm like, but they're building right now. They've already had that process. I don't know if they re-signed Sweat, but I know they still have, a pretty good middle linebacker with Edmonds, who they signed. And
yeah.
Their big signing was a cornerback. I forgot his name, but that was one of the big ones early on. They gave him $4.76, I believe.
Well, in my opinion, they need to address that offensive line, man.
Yeah, the Bears, they're going to be the Bears. I think they're going to be a sneaky team this year. I think they will be better.
They're going to be a lot better, man.
Yeah.
And in that division, now we know who the beast is Detroit.
Yeah.
But Detroit better be watching their back like this.
Minnesota's
Minnesota's there too.
Green Bay, who knows with them? They're always there.
Yeah.
You want to continue the merry-go-round? We'll talk about this little swap that then happens in the AFC. You have Tony Pollard going to Tennessee.
That's interesting.
And then Baltimore taking Derrick Henry, 2 years, $16 million.
That's very interesting.
It's how does this impact the player? It seems like teams are paying up on these guys right now.
Yeah.
The market seems to be okay. These guys are all getting 8 to 10 mil.
Yeah. I've noticed that too.
So the Pollard signing, I don't mind it. Probably good for fantasy. But like I said, Tennessee went and spent, man. They were not afraid. And they're if you want a real flyer right now, Tennessee to win their division this year, it's something crazy, 20-1 I've seen on some books.
Yeah. I mean, it's to me, though, as we said, man, there's going to be a quarterback issue there. And that they don't have a legitimate quarterback, in my opinion.
No, they don't. Good luck. Good fucking luck.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry going to the Ravens, that's just going to supplement, a top 5 run game every single year.
Oh, yeah.
Even if this guy is not Derrick Henry of the past, he'll be a third down back. That's all they're paying for luxury at this point.
Their rushing attack is going to be splendid.
Yeah. If it's him, who's the guy, J.K. Dobbins, if he's alive still. I don't know. One of those guys in
and then Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar runs.
It's going to be, an interesting dynamic there.
Yeah, Baltimore, early favorite to win their division. I don't think they do it this year.
Oh,
So
really?
I'll just put that out there for now.
Okay, we
We'll
won't.
give that'll be
That'll be another show, a preview.
Maybe keep an eye on us in 6 months. You'll figure out who I like.
Right. Holler at us in August.
Yeah. Green Bay then gets rid of Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones goes to the Vikings, another division rival.
They just switching
However,
teams to the same
they're
division,
just like switching
man.
teams. Yeah, and then obviously. Yeah, Josh Jacobs going to Green Bay.
Green Bay, yeah.
What's the impact of that? Do we like that? A.J. Dillon's still the number 2. This guy was the guy who led the league in rushing 2 years ago.
I mean, I don't think it'll have that much of an impact. Like, both running backs are pretty good, and essentially they're both solid. So it's just a name, really. In all honest opinion.
What it feels like. All these guys are just names.
Yeah. So I don't know if it had that much of an impact.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I don't shit on running backs. Though.
I don't either. Yeah, they're it's my favorite position. But they all went somewhere. Like we were just talking. Like Joe Mixon went somewhere. Austin Eckler went to the Commanders. They're gonna win the title this year.
Yeah.
200-1 book it right now.
Mixon to the Texans.
Yeah. I mean, like you can just sit here and kind of Zach Moss left. I think
He
somewhere
did.
He got paid.
He got paid.
I think he went
yeah.
to the Bengals, honestly.
Yeah, I think it is the Bengals.
Like, there was guys. I still am looking down this list. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, Z Moss did go to Cincy. The Rams signed a couple guards to protect Stafford. Jonah Jackson leaving the Lions and Kevin Dotton.
That was smart. That was smart of them to do that, honestly. I think it really truly was.
Well,
most teams need to do that, though, man. Protect your quarterback.
Well, who else did that? That sucks is the Carolina Panthers. So I guess this is the proving period for our boy Bryce Young, number 1 pick,
Bryce.
second year. Dude, they just put $150 million in 2 guys behind you with, God, I gotta even look for most people don't know. Hunt from Miami.
Okay, all right.
And Damian Lewis, I believe, yeah.
He got to come to play, man. I mean, there's no more excuses. And just give him a little bit of leeway, man. It was this rookie season.
He got Deontay Johnson, a real number 1.
Got a number 1 now. Yeah, he didn't have any
Adam
receivers
Thielen.
last season. Yeah,
It's bad. It's so bad there, man. It cannot be any worse.
I know, and they better be getting chemistry like as we speak. They better be, he better be throwing the ball to him right now.
You better be throwing right now. Yeah, like literally, you better be throwing right now.
Bryce, you owe me, man. I thought you were a number 1 pick.
And then obviously we need to talk. We just got to continue piling on how bad the Panthers are. Brian Burns.
He's out.
He's gone. They get a 2nd and a 5th for him. It's a sign and trade with the Giants. He signs for a lot of money, of course.
Yeah.
The year before, they could have got a 1st and a 2nd for this guy. It's just a disaster, man.
So what do you think about the moves that the Giants have made?
Giants improved their defensive line. They signed Bobby Enrique. I don't know how to say his name.
Enrique. It's a crazy name to say, man.
But I know he got signed there last year. He was impact player.
Yeah.
They built on their defense, so that's good for them. Daniel Jones
has
no receivers still.
And I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be their starting quarterback.
They don't have anyone. They have no personnel on offense, is what I've seen.
I know.
That's on paper, they have no personnel. So good luck.
Well, yeah. So you don't think Daniel is the problem then?
No, not really. Just the team makeup. They still don't. It's very weak offensive line. That was a struggle all of last year as well.
Okay.
And so, them in Washington, I'm writing off immediately. Those teams are going to suck. I love the Commanders, don't get me wrong. If they win 6 games, I'd be so happy. They're going to struggle again.
Well, okay. Well, I know we're not talking about who's going to win the division, so I won't even comment on that. However, I think it's still going to be a very competitive division.
I think both those teams go 0-2, 0-2 to the Eagles and the Cowboys, though. They both don't beat them.
Well, we'll see. I don't want to make too much into that because, I got some things to say about that. Yeah. But
well, let's just keep talking about some of these signings then. There's a bunch of them. Let's see. Yeah, the Vikings got better on defense. Van Ginkel from the Dolphins also goes there. Greenard goes there. Cashman resigns, I believe. Still no QB, and that's the thing. Like, if you don't have a quarterback at this point, you are looking at Jimmy G, Andy Dalton, like
staring Jimmy G in the face,
or you're looking to trade up in the draft, and you're like, I guess Drake May's my day one starter. I guess Caleb Williams is my day one starter.
I got a couple things to say about that draft and maybe the trading up and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, please, oh, they got Sam Darnold in Minnesota. That's the QB signing they made. If you want to laugh.
All these recycled quarterbacks, they're killing me with it, man.
And then obviously this was before everyone. Jerry Jeudy did go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, I'm assuming, is day one starter there.
What's his name? Went to the Colts.
What, Joe?
Yes. Well, now, of course,
Anthony
he's not
Richardson,
starting.
yeah, because Anthony Richardson might die on the field. That's how much that's how fucking awesome that guy is. He's sick. I'm excited to watch that guy play.
I am too, man. But he got to protect himself and slide and just play a little bit smarter. You know, he can't be getting hurt like that, man. Crushed. He was getting crushed. I thought he would have got hurt a long time ago.
He's a big dude. Like, he's a big dude, and he just wants to.
Yeah.
That's why Josh Allen stayed healthy, protects himself a little bit.
He's exciting to watch. He's a very exciting player, but he got to protect himself. You're right.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, I guess we can. I'm just going to give a couple more notable ones. Frank Louvu, Washington. Alice Shire to Houston. Michael Anawanu, I don't know, some sort of guard that's decent.
You got it.
Went to New England.
Okay.
I'm just reading these off. Obviously, Leonard Williams, Seattle. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Okay.
Bills. I gotta give you the Bills update. They re-signed Epinenza.
Mm-hmm.
They re-signed Daquan Jones. I believe they re-signed Cam Lewis. They did lose half their team. Jordan Poyer went to the Dolphins.
But your boy Gabe
Davis went to the Jaguars. We released Trey White. Micah Hyde's gone. Benford and hopefully Rasul Douglas gets re-signed. That is the goal there. Maybe Von Miller restructured his deal so we could re-sign players because he's probably not the same anymore. Good for him. Josh restructured the deal also. They do want to win. Good to see it. Guys are getting paid anyway, a lot of money. I think that's let's talk about our Detroit Lions real quick. I believe we signed Marcus Davenport and Carlton Davis, obviously, with this trade. Mm-hmm. We traded our third round this year for him, I believe, and we get a fifth out of it.
Yeah.
It was something along those lines. And then, obviously, the big signing we have not talked about was Christian Wilkins, another Dolphins. Dolphins clean shop, too, man. A lot of these teams, Bills clean shop, Dolphins clean shop.
Right.
Vikings clean shop a little bit. Eagles, obviously, retirements. People are cleaning shop, man. Wilkins next to Crosby. Big fucking deal. 4 years, $110 million.
Wow.
No QB.
I know, right?
Gardner Minshew time, I guess.
It's the same story for some of these teams, though, without having a quarterback.
It's crazy, yeah. So I think that's something more and more we're going to keep looking at as the offseason goes on.
Yeah.
And really, we're gonna have to, get a little. Let's put our, genie caps on and really start thinking about these QBs of the future and where they might be picked because we are in a transitional period again for quarterbacks in the league.
Well, this is and that's why this is a quarterback draft, I believe, because you got a few quarterbacks out there, man.
Got a lot of guys. We will continue talking about it next. God, betting the draft. We are betting the draft, guys. It is in Detroit. I don't want to lose a lot of money this year betting the draft because we're going to give you we're giving you college basketball Monday.
March Madness, baby.
The brackets release. We're going to do one. We're going to do one probably right here. We're going to both get a side. Yeah. I think we both should get a side.
Cool. I like that.
We'll do something. Something for the draft here. Or not the draft. Well, we're gonna do something for the draft as well. We should do like a big mock draft at some point too for the viewers.
Oh, I got a great idea, man. We should just go 1-on-1 with whose bracket's going to be better.
I mean, fair, but
Hey,
I just
the
think
fans can vote who wins.
I just say we do one big
One
cheap
big one?
one, yeah.
And then okay, we can.
Yeah, we'll just
do that too.
we'll agree upon winners. How about that?
All right, that'll work.
Yeah, we'll do that Monday.
I'm with that.
We'll have to get one big giant piece of construction paper.
Just
fucking do it.
Have maybe a bright color so people can see.
Yeah, something like that. That or I'll just make a graphic for it. I don't know. We could do. Nah, that's
That'd
not
be
as
more work.
Yeah, it'd be more work. We'll see. Yeah, we do it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
The live.
We'll do it live. Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll do something for that. Because, betting the draft right now, you're not really getting anything valuable at this moment.
I didn't see much.
What did you see on the books? Because I didn't see much.
I didn't see anything. I'll be honest with you.
Probably Caleb Williams, number one pick. Like
yeah. I mean,
it's juice, but it's not like minus 1,000 yet. So
exactly.
I'd say if you wanted to be real about it.
I mean, I didn't see anything juicy. I mean, I got some things myself that we may see later on as this draft comes closer, but I didn't really see much as far as I wanted to bet with. You know what I mean? Like, but I got some things though, man. I mean,
Marvin Harrison Jr., second pick of the draft, plus 1,500. Book it.
You like that?
Going to the Commanders, yeah. I do like that. He's a generational talent.
I either, you know what? I was thinking about him too. I either have him going to Washington or let me tell you this one. I got New England.
Please, is this the one I'm thinking? Because I was thinking betting this, like actually betting this.
Well, no, I got New England grabbing Drake.
Yeah.
Mayo.
Plus, what was the number you seen? I seen plus 115.
I think it was plus one. I think I had plus 120. I saw.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's exactly what was on my mind too.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's.
Now let me ask you.
To make any bet, it's that one.
That would be
Caleb
a good
Williams.
one.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the Caleb one. So you do. So most of them have him going to the Bears.
Yes.
Okay.
Most people do. It's minus like 370 or something.
Okay. What was what was the plus not the fave, but the underdog bet? How much was it?
Second guy is only probably like plus 300. Jane Daniels going one.
Okay, because I got Chicago, and this is just me. This is my opinion. I think Chicago, they trade their pick.
Number one.
Yeah, they grab more solid
depth.
players.
But they have the ninth pick. Like I just think it's you're getting the first and ninth best player.
Yeah, but I mean, the ninth pick.
Trade back to 4. I guess I could see it. You trade back to 4 or 5, and you have 5 and 9, and you just are like, okay, I'm going to take the best offensive lineman and the best wide receiver.
True, and you know how the offensive lineman thing is. You can get an offensive lineman second round. Yeah.
Or you get your guy, get the best O lineman you can.
But like I said though, maybe just maybe they keep Justin Fields.
I think.
And that's why they get rid of their trade.
There's just a lot. It'd be funny if he goes to the Vikings.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I could see that.
It would be crazy, man. They go to a divisional team.
And look at the way, free agency is gone, though.
Right.
These guys ain't afraid to,
Not at all.
fucking switch their stripes.
Now, I know we mentioned Kyler for Arizona.
Yep.
He's still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
So I'm thinking, and this might be one. I didn't check the bets on this one, but I think Malik Neighbors goes to Arizona.
What, at 4?
At 4.
You think Marvin Harrison's already drafted by then?
Hell yeah. He's either going to New England
he ain't going
or maybe
to New
even
England.
Washington.
He's not going to he's going to Washington.
Well, Washington's still talking about a QB, though. They're talking about a QB. Or it's rumored they are. I'll say that.
How many yards did Sam Howell throw for last year? I think he had he had 1,000,000 yards. He was like 5th in the league or something.
Okay.
5th to 8th. He was up there.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think he's better than any of the quarterbacks in this draft?
Yeah, because he played a full season in the NFL.
He's there.
He also had the most sacks. He got sacked so many times last year. It was crazy.
So they need to do something about that offensive line.
Yeah, go get Joe Alt.
Okay. Yeah, Alt from Notre Dame.
Yeah, or
Alt.
Or Fashanu from Florida State.
It's funny that you mentioned Alt though, because I wish this was a bet. I think he'll be a top 6 pick.
I like, yeah.
Over under 6?
Over under, probably. But
Okay.
the guy I want to bet on is J.J. McCarthy, where he goes.
Oh, we talked about this too, man. What do you think?
Outside of the second round.
Ooh, outside of the second?
Yeah, early
Damn.
third. It'll be late second, early third for him.
I'm gonna say, just and we have to be fair here. A lot of teams need quarterbacks, and a lot of teams are like whatever they think is good, they're gonna go for it.
My boy from Arkansas, KJ, could have won a national title if he played for Michigan.
Oh damn!
And
So
that
you
man
said,
couldn't throw. He played in the SEC.
I agree with you with McCarthy as far as him being a little overrated, but I do believe he will probably go. He'll be past top 20. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's not
for
gonna
sure.
be, dude. He's not.
He should be.
If you wanted the bet to be first round, we can do that. Like I don't think he gets drafted in the first round. Historically, looking at like QBs that are going to be drafted first round, I'd say the number this year is at 3.5 to 4.
I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that.
You got 2 guys that are for sure first, 3 guys that are for sure in the first 3 with May, Williams, and Daniels.
Yeah.
And then you have Bo Nix, Penix Jr.
Penix goes before McCarthy, right?
Yeah. You just pray his injury history is behind him.
See, that's going to be something, but I still say he goes before McCarthy. Nix.
Bo Nix.
I think Bo Nix
Bo
goes.
Nix, man.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
I mean, I think people.
I don't think like draft analysts, like they all put these guys like near the first round. It's like,
yeah,
bro, there aren't going to be 6 QBs taken in the first round. It's hardly ever the case. It's like running backs. Like
historically,
we were surprised last year. 8. Bijan went 8, and then Gibbs went like 12.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And that was crazy. And we thought that was like unprecedented.
Exactly.
If I see 5 QBs, it's like throw analytics out the window. Go and put me as a scout. What are we doing here?
Well, did McCarthy perform in the combine? Was he?
Wish I could tell you anything about the combine, but if I had another bet, and these bets will eventually be made public. Xavier Worthy, the Texas corner, just crushing the dash. I believe he holds the record now.
The record?
Yeah.
The record got to be 4.2 something,
it's
right?
It's like 4.1 something. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay.
It's fast. He set the record, and they automatically project you as a first rounder. Is that really the case?
You got to have skill. It's just not speed. You know, you got to be able to,
The fastest guy in the world still needs to be able to run a route. Why do you think Usain Bolt isn't a baseball player that's got Ricky Henderson numbers? Well, he doesn't have the fundamentals.
Exactly.
So speed, it doesn't mean much.
Doesn't equate.
And I think I think the combine guys, they look for certain things in guys, and some guys do pop off the page, and some guys fall through the cracks.
So do you put much emphasis then in the combines?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of a running back right now that's out there that's like, there's a guy in the NFL. Talk about something real quick because it's going to come to my mind because this man does not, he doesn't have pro speed.
Well, it's like
James Robinson was that way too, man. He had that one really good year but he didn't have pro speed. He's running like a 4.7 and shit.
I understand, like, you want to, see what these guys are made of. But it's something to be said, like, when you put the pads on and the heart of that particular player.
Yeah, it comes out.
As opposed to, like, okay, what's his vertical? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, that's not going to help. That's not going to help you,
Yeah, I mean, damn.
It's like what you see in training camp. Oh, man, Jamar Chase is a best receiver in the league.
Best receiver in the league.
Instantly, it's just like, I don't care.
I don't think the players take it too seriously too, because you have some players that just don't go to the combine.
Yeah.
They might lose their draft,
stock. But also they might want to do that. There's so many factors in it. It's like, do I really want to go to a shit team as a top 5 pick, or do I want to go to a team that could turn it around at like 12?
Well, I think also that depends if you're an unknown or not too.
It's like Jahmyr Gibbs though. He went to the Lions. Everyone was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And yes, I know he had the fumble that changed momentum in that game, but it was like a great pick. We were all like, I was like, confused at first, and then I was like sold. I'm like, this guy's gonna be sick.
Man. And I think we know the makeup of the Detroit Lions. We saw what they did the year before. We knew what their offensive scheme was too. So we understood that.
Yeah, and the draft is gonna be it's the same as it is every year. Well, I don't know where we were talking.
We were kind of shooting the shit about the combines.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that they don't matter. Yeah. Okay. Combines. Don't really care. The tape is probably the most telling thing. Those guys played games in college.
Yeah, let's see
what's going for an elevated workout gonna do.
I know, right?
The
it's
Wonder
just one of those things.
Do they still do the Wonder Lick?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question, but that's another thing that some players tested really great and didn't end up being shit. You know what I mean? Like, so all of this stuff, man, is just crazy. I think it's just for shits and giggles. I you can get something out of it, but it's not the tell all be all though. It's just not, and it's always in Indianapolis. If I'm not mistaken, the combine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Indiana.
Yeah,
that's my state.
My cousin did go to one, I believe, or he went to some sort of combine or tryouts for like the Lions.
Oh, really?
Point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Didn't make team. He didn't have no hands. That's the problem. He's running back, no hands.
Yeah, that could be an issue. Well, I mean, it depends on how long ago it was too. Like now, you got to be able to do every damn thing.
Like 10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's probably. Yeah, probably like 2010.
Okay.
I don't know, whenever, not Javid. Yeah, Javid Best.
Javid Best, oh,
yeah, like
Mr. Concussion.
Yeah. I hope he's doing okay. Hope he's doing okay.
Right, I mean, Javid.
Mr. Concussion himself.
If you're watching this, Javid, man, give us a shout out, man.
That's like Kevin Cobb, too. He was Mr. Concussion.
Yeah, he was, man.
Tua's Mr. Concussion now.
Tua didn't get one last season, though. He didn't get one this
No, he did not.
Okay.
He protected himself, yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Good for him.
Yes.
And then they lose their best O-lineman, Robert Hunt, so good luck.
We didn't talk about Miami at all, did we?
No, we just kept saying they lost all their players.
They did lose a lot of players, though, yeah.
That's kind of what happens. Bills lost all their players too, man.
Hey, man, this is how the league is. I mean, you just have to every year, in my opinion, is a rebuild.
Yeah,
depending on who you losing, you know what I mean.
53 guy roster, 52 man. I don't know, like a lot of guys involved with this. So, and it's gonna come down to the same teams again. It's gonna come down to San Fran, Detroit, Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore. I'm trying to think of any of maybe Atlanta might be there. I said KC.
Oh, you said KC? Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
Maybe the Bengals if Burrow's healthy.
Maybe, yeah. But free agency is not so much about getting new players. It's about re-signing the players that you had.
Yeah.
That made a difference. That's just as important, if not the most important thing, honestly. So, a lot of teams weren't able to do that too.
Yeah. Yeah, can't retain everyone like Lions.
Salary cap casualties,
yeah. Salary cap. Bills got killed on it. Dolphins got killed. Lions lost to no linemen, but
yeah. Well, they re-signed Glasgow though. Which was a decent
3 years.
Yeah.
So, guys getting signed all over the place, man.
Yeah, it don't stop either.
Yeah, we're doing basketball. We're going to do basketball. We're having a little fun this week, I think.
Yeah, the hoops.
Michigan State did win today, for anyone who cares and listened to this point.
Yeah.
We're on to round 2 to lose and then make the tournament as a 9 seed. You will see them in my bracket going probably pretty far. Usually the way I roll.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, man. I'm not mad at you. I mean, this March Madness thing is literally up for grabs.
Yeah.
In particular, this season. Because it's just something about this season that's different to me, man. Like in the draft, we talking about the NFL draft and the NBA draft. Who is the top player? Can you name a top player in the NBA draft coming up?
I have no idea.
It's probably somebody from overseas or some damn way.
Yeah, some Russian guy. That sounds pretty cool.
Oh man, so I'm looking forward to it though.
Yeah, I am too.
It's the best time of year.
Yeah, that'll be more fun than information dumps like these. So, guys, we'll see you next time. Glad that you're sticking with us, and lot just wait till like September.
Yes,
Show's gonna be different.
it is.
Don't worry.
We're gonna keep coming with the content.
No, we're just gonna get a new set. This sucks.
We're in the alley right now, y'all.
Literally, we should record in an alley. What are we doing here?
Suppose you don't see any crackheads because we gave them some money and be like, and just get away.
I need to record in a public space for 20 minutes. Can I use this area? We even got the birds to shut up. So we'll catch you on Monday with college basketball. See y'all later.
Peace.